Well, today we've got to do a bit of service work on two Vertimowers, the Vertimower Scarifier just here and the Vertimower Groomer. The Groomer needs a new exhaust, which I've just been waiting for and I can put on now, and the Scarifier I've just got to check to see if she's all working in good nick, if it's going to start up properly, run, and basically change the oil, service it, put some fuel in, get it ready for vertimowing, which I've got a couple of jobs to do already, and give them a run through. So that's what we'll be doing today. Okay, keep going. I think first things first is we might move this little guy out of the road, just so I can get working on the other one. So if you have a look at the back of this one here, we've got a broken bolt just here. Well, one that I've done once, I had to cut off to get the exhaust off. The other one I've got to put a new bolt in the head there. And the exhaust, in amongst all my stuff over here on the bench. A new gasket. And a new exhaust for the little girl. Already put the top cover on her. And that will bolt onto the side here. Bolt on there and should fit in there, which will be good. So now what we have to do is we have to find a couple of bolts that'll go into the head just here. I've taken that one out. Two bolts, about yay big, that'll go into the head and fit the exhaust on like so. Might have found one. It's probably the one. Actually, that was the one that was in there. Now I think about it. Yeah. So here we go. Either that or I could weld one up to go in there, but I think I might see if I can find one first. Alright, there we go. Two to go in the head, and then be able to tighten them on the outside once they're in there. So they go into the head, lock in, and then we can tighten the bolts up afterwards. First things, see if we can find a couple to do it. And some nuts. A couple of nuts to fit. So then a couple more nuts to fit on the top of these three bolts here, which is the for the shaft. Brilliant. Fortunately, I have quite a lot. Fortunately, I have quite a lot of high tensile bolts that I managed to pick up in a kit once, quite a few years ago, 10 years ago maybe, in some packets. Yeah, my son managed to get them, and they're all different types, M8s, M10s, M6s, metric sizes and non-metric ones, but right, so we'll look through these guys, see what we can find. They're all too small. bet you this is not metric though. I bet you it's blinking. Oh no, it is metric. Yeah, perfect. Might fit. Well, not fit too. I know that's going in. Perfectamundo. Right, that one goes. Okay. That might actually do the whole job. I can get two of those to fit in. Yeah, I'm going to find two of those, of course. They're mates. So it looks like a couple of M8 by 35mm, 8.8s, M8, 35mm in length, should fit the exhaust. Yep, looks like it's going to fit it. And the head as well. And then go into the head too. So that'll be good like that. Right. Now we've just got to find two of the other. One of those and one of these. And then a couple of bolts for these. They're probably M8s as well. A couple of nuts, sorry. There might be too. So here we go. Here we've got a couple of M8 nut on there with a spring washer. I don't know whether it needs a spring washer to be honest, but probably just a washer. Although it may vibrate off, I suppose. Why would it need a spring washer? It probably wouldn't at all. However, we'll put vibrating. I don't think that's going to vibrate. No, I'll just chuck a washer on there. No spring washer required. There we go. Oh well, I've got the spring washers. I might as well put them on. Yep. So we'll just chuck a couple of spring washers on. And the nuts as well. Alright, cool. And just tighten them down. With a rattly gun. Yep. I've got to clean this place up. I must get to it. Oh, that could be handy. So we're going to have to use a ring spanner, I think. be a 14 mil. Probably a 13 mil, that's what it is. Gasket on as well. Right, so put the gasket on and the bolts in the head. Bolts in the head. Right, very good. What's happening? Oh my goodness, the gasket stuck in there perfectly, which is amazing. Probably would have been easier to put the little exhaust, sorry, the outlet on and then the head on, sorry, and then the cover on later on, but it is easy to do the bolts up underneath on the bench, which is all I think probably a bit. This way. Right. Stay there, but just for a minute while I get this sorted out. Well, we'll see in a minute. Tension there. Don't break it off like you've got Mr. Strong Arm here. One. I have a tendency to I do have a tendency to break things because I'm a little bit strong in the arm. And I put them on too tight, and I'll give them this last little tweak and snap, break them. Hopefully, I don't keep doing that too much. Right, the other solution for me not to break stuff too easily is don't use the sockets or tension wrench is better with something with that you can actually set the settings on. I used to use a ring spanner, and that I don't tend to have as much strength on it, as much power, so then I don't tend to break it, which is good. So you can do your checks, your final checks on that thing. Lovely. She's a bit of a rough looking old girl, but we'll see how she goes. Okay. Okay. Take her out, give her a test run. There's all of me. Well and truly. Bit of fuel, not much, but prices. So I need some fuel. One of the chooks has been floating around here, got his feather in there. He hasn't been caught inside a pool for a couple of hours. So I've been checking it out, the little girls. Ruby and Maple. They're off and amongst everything. They'll be out of here now if they could. Fill it up, I suppose. A little oil drain plug at the front here, one at the back, because I should check the oil, got to grease it as well. It's looking pretty rough. The old girl's looking pretty rough, but she works beautifully. Haven't used it since last Vertimower, which is last from July. Vertimower here runs from July through till Mostly before Christmas is when I finish doing most of mine, although some keep going right through February and March. But usually about that time. Yep, so I've got a little plug at the back here. And drain the oil off. Smaller. Up we go. Handy little things these. Perfect. Probably better off in the pan. Yep. Get the big oil pan out. Of course, I'll luck out of the hickory dumped it up like that. Just use this instead. Okay, quick test to see whether she's going to work. I know it will probably. Trust me. Up we go. Beautiful engine, very nice and quiet. Okay, we just got to do grease a couple of bearings. That's it. We're ready to go.